They say some things don't enter a home by accident. They are sent to test faith, to expose ignorance, or to destroy bloodlines quietly. My name is Chinedu, and I watched my sister marry something that even my ancestors refused to name. Before she met him, we were normal. A simple family living in Enugu. We used to argue about small things. Food, money, life. We were happy. But after him, we started arguing about reality itself. Because Ngozi stopped seeing what we saw. And what she saw, we could not see. Ngozi, my sister, left our village in Enugu 5 years ago. Before Lagos changed her, Ngozi was laughter. She used to sing while washing plates. She used to cry when she stepped on ants. That was my sister. Soft-hearted. Too trusting. Too open to people. But life in Lagos is not kind to softness. She left home after graduation. We thought she would return quickly. But years passed, and calls became less frequent. Until one day, she stopped calling entirely. My mother would sit by the window every evening, waiting for a sound that never came.
Chinedu, your sister has forgotten us.
No, Mama. Lagos is just loud. She will come back. But I was lying. Because even I was beginning to forget her voice. Then one Harmattan evening, the call came. Ngozi was coming home. And she was bringing someone. The day she returned, the village felt different. Dogs were barking too much. Then suddenly stopped. Like something silenced them. The black SUV arrived. And when the door opened, the first thing I noticed was not Ngozi. It was him. DK. He stepped out slowly, as if the air was heavier than him. He did not look around like normal visitors. He already knew the place.
That man, he did not greet the ground,
said my mother. Ngozi ran to hug my mother. But my mother did not hug her back immediately. She was staring at DK, like her spirit was scanning him. That night, my uncle came to visit. And when he saw DK, he refused to enter the house. I cannot sit under the same roof as that man. We laughed it off. But he didn't laugh. He left. That was the first crack. At first, DK was polite. Too polite. The kind of politeness that feels rehearsed. But then the rules started. He never eats in public. He would sit with us, push food around, but never swallow.
Are you fasting?
In a way, yes. Then, I noticed he avoids mirrors. One day, I caught him in the corridor. He stopped in front of a mirror, then turned away immediately, like he saw something inside it that offended him. Plus, he knows things he was never told. He called me by a nickname only Ngozi called me in childhood. Who told you that name? No one tells me things, I just remember. That sentence stayed in my head forever. In Nigerian villages, nothing stays hidden. Even silence spreads. Women at the well started talking.
That man does not sweat. I have never seen him eat meat. Even goats avoid his footsteps.
Then came the first spiritual warning. We went to church. The pastor prayed. But when DK entered, the pastor stopped preaching. There is something standing behind you that does not belong to this world. Ngozi stood up angrily.
My husband is not a curse.
And she walked out. That day, we lost her completely. After some days, I started to notice night movements. It started quietly. Footsteps at night, doors unlocking by themselves, wind entering closed windows. Every night at 2 a.m., DK disappeared. I followed him once, just once, and I regretted it. He did not walk normally. He glided, like his feet were not fully touching the ground. And then I saw him enter the wall behind the house. Not a door, a wall. I blinked, and he was gone. When I returned home, I was shaking. But no one believed me, not even Ngozi.
You are becoming paranoid.
That was the moment I realized something worse than danger had entered. Denial. Behind our village is a forest. We were told never to enter it at night because it is not empty. It is occupied. DK stared at it often, like he was remembering something. One old hunter once told me that forest is not a place. It's a door. I laughed at him then. But now I don't laugh anymore. One night, I saw lights inside the forest. Not fire, not lanterns, but something moving, breathing, waiting. And DK was standing at the edge of the forest, smiling at it like a man greeting home. Then something weird started happening to Ngozi. My sister stopped sleeping, stopped eating properly, stopped laughing. But she became obsessed with him.
You don't understand him. He is just misunderstood.
I tried one last time. Ngozi, normal men don't disappear into walls. She slapped me, hard enough to end the conversation. That night, I cried for my sister. Because I realized she was gone before she physically left. One night, the rain came like a warning. Heavy, relentless, angry. At midnight, DK stood up. This time, I followed without hesitation. Ngozi followed him too. We entered the forest. And the forest was not silent. It was whispering. Then we saw them. Not humans. Not animals. Something in between. And DK stood in the center again, like a king returning to his throne. Then he looked at me and said, "You were never supposed to reach this far." The wind stopped. Even rain froze midair. Ngozi reached for him.
DK, don't leave me.
DK touched her face gently. "I did not choose you. I only allowed you to believe." Then the forest opened like a mouth. And he walked in. And the creatures followed him one by one until only silence remained. Ngozi came back. But not whole. Now she sits by the forest sometimes. Waiting. Smiling at nothing. And when I ask her what she is waiting for, she says,
He said I was never his, but he didn't say he wouldn't return.
And every time it rains, I lock the doors earlier than before. Because some marriages don't end. They only move between worlds. And I am still not sure if DK ever left, or if he is simply waiting for us to forget, before he comes back for the rest of us.